Point of View talks today with BMI Senior Vice President Richard Conlon. Our topic, the future of music on mobile devices.
As part of our data in the mobile industry, we've been tracking the purchase and use patterns of more than 225 million U.S. mobile subscribers. It's an enormous base and it's an enormous volume of data. Because of that volume, we've been able to put together a model in which we can very accurately predict where the market is going over the next several years. And this is despite the fact that this is a very turbulent and crazy time in terms of how people are spending their money on entertainment and how music is being used. The most recent analysis that we did within the mobile category seems to underscore a trend that's going on across all of digital media. First of all, cloud computing is here. We're definitely moving away, just as we moved away from hard product to digital downloads, we're moving away from fixed product to streamed product. And what that means is that you can get what you want wherever you want it on a number of different devices. So you don't have to worry about having a compatible download with your device. You don't have to worry about being near a television. You don't have to worry about being by a cable hookup. You basically are going to be able to get everything you want when you want it. Yes, I think that the movement into the cloud-based streaming environment is something that there's pretty much universal agreement that it's going to happen. As part of BMI's efforts in putting together these models and collecting data, we work with analysts at major brokerage houses, we work with media analysts around the world, and often we share data. As a matter of fact, right after we put out our mobile release, a major analyst firm, SNL Kagan, came out using their model with numbers that were within a couple percentage points of where BMI has pegged the market in the coming years. We recently produced a seminar in cooperation with Digital Hollywood in which we brought together a number of change makers and industry movers and shakers to talk about what's happening in the digital world.
And if you can adjust the economics of the traditional label system to accommodate what technology has provided, you'll find a much better, much more efficient system where everybody can win.
You would think that in an all-you-can-eat streaming service where you can cache the playlists and listen to things offline, why would anyone ever need to own music?
You're definitely going to see cloud-based consumption increasing.
We're going through a shift, and that's okay.
We are seeing that this type of shift is happening across the world.
You'll find a much better, much more efficient system where everybody can win.
We find that if you mix analytics with healthy dialogue, you're probably going to come out with a pretty good view of where things are going. We're seeing the ringback tone market mimic the same growth and use curve that we saw in the ringtone market when we started tracking that about 8 to 10 years ago. And really, when you look at ringback tones and ringtones, they're novelty products. And in ringtones, we saw a steep ramp up and growth in terms of revenue, and then we saw that growth trail off. We're seeing the same pattern repeat itself in the ringback tone market. So we're seeing the market go from 30-second ringbacks or 1-minute ringtones into longer form, richer, and more diverse content. And what that means is that we're really seeing a broader opportunity for the use of music and entertainment, which is a good thing for our writers and our publishers. Now we've seen for the first time a peak in terms of digital download sales. We've also seen a peak in terms of the iPod device sale, where phones are outselling storage devices. And then we look at what our friends at Apple are doing. They're really looking at their next iteration of services and products, turning on cloud-based services, the services we were talking about earlier. So I think we have seen an end of ownership. And I think that we are seeing the hardware align, the consumer behavior align, and the economics align into a market where it's getting to something as opposed to owning it. The download market is peaking. I don't know that it will totally go away, but it's certainly peaking, and I really look forward to the next 36 to 48 months to see what comes in to fill that vacuum. BMI has always been in a position where we've sold an access right, not an ownership right. And as we move into access markets, like cloud-based streaming, the public performing right is an absolutely critical part of that. It's a wonderful new opportunity, it's a wonderful new revenue stream, and it's absolutely the wave of the future.